The bald village boy who killed his girlfriend. What would you do if the love of your life vanished under mysterious circumstances? Amanzi was a 28-year-old village boy who loved his girlfriend, AMAKA, so much. They were the most beautiful couple in the village. A real definition of young and in love. AMAKA was a beautiful girl, the most beautiful in the village of Agundu. She was the dream of every man. But she didn't want anyone except the bald Amanzi, who won her heart with his kindness. Her mother has warned her severally to stay away from Amanzi, the poor bald boy, but she didn't listen. But I love him. She argued with her mother, severally on many occasions. Amanzi was aware that AMAKA was the girl of every man's dream, and so took care of him in his best possible way, even though he had no money to give her. The most eligible bachelors in the village were angry that AMAKA chose Amanzi over them. One particular man named Dyke was very angry when AMAKA rejected him in front of everyone. "I love you, AMAKA. Marry me and I'll give you the whole world." Dyke tried to persuade AMAKA, but her mind was made up. "I love Amanzi." She stood her ground. "Leave me around," she said, running away from him. Dyke was filled with hate for Amanzi, so he plotted against him. One day, Amanzi and AMAKA had planned to go to the forest for a stroll. They were still trying to enjoy the cool breeze and nature when suddenly, everything became dark. They were terrified as a very tall monster attacked them, killing AMAKA. Amanzi fell to his knees and cried painfully as he saw the body of the love of his life. Now, his life was going to be lonely if he didn't do something about her death. "Help me! Help me!" He ran to AMAKA's mother. "Where is AMAKA?" They asked him, but he was dumbfounded. He looked around, but there was no trace of her body. "Where is my daughter?" AMAKA's mother screamed at him. "Where is my child?" Amanzi told them how a dangerous monster attacked them in the forest, but nobody believed him. They all thought he was lying. He cried and cried until he looked older, but no one listened to him. "He has killed his girlfriend," some said. "He is poor, so he used her for ritual," others said. Amanzi knew that this was a fight he would fight alone, so he made up his mind to find out what happened to AMAKA's body and why it happened. He set out alone to go to the forest, fight the deadly monster, and retrieve AMAKA's body. He knew it was going to be a huge task ahead of him, but he was ready to make the leap, so he bade his mother goodbye and set off to the forest. At first it was peaceful, but then suddenly he saw a lion charging towards him. He didn't know where the strength came from, but he fought and killed the lion. Then headed to the south as his mother told him. He saw a haunted hut and went into it, only to find an old wizard performing his rituals. "What do you want?" the old man asked. "I need your help, wise one." Amanzi told the man what had brought him to the forest and why he was worried. "There's no such thing as a monster with 2 heads and 4 legs, the wise man said. "Whatever you saw was a plot by one that you don't trust." The old man revealed that it was one of the villagers that turned into the monster and kidnapped AMAKA. "Your girlfriend is not dead," the old wizard answered. "What?" Amanzi screamed. He asked the old wizard to tell him who it was, and the man told him that it was Dyke, the jealous village man who hated Amanzi, and the fact that AMAKA loved him dearly. The old man further said that Dyke kidnapped AMAKA and forced her to marry him. Then Amanzi went to find Dyke in an old hut and confronted him about AMAKA. When Dyke found out that his plans were falling apart, he was forced to release AMAKA. The villagers all gathered around, and together they saved AMAKA. Amanzi thanked the wizard for his help, and AMAKA finally reconciled with her mother, who finally gave her blessings to both Amanzi and AMAKA. Amanzi and AMAKA were happy to be finally back together after everything that has happened to them. Theirs was the most beautiful love story ever. What was your favorite part of the story? Let us know in the comments. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new story.